Yeah, I think we always say one game at a time, but we spoke honestly before the game, say we got to win this game. We've got to win if we want to have any chance of maybe reaching Europe. 5 games to go, massive big push. See if we can reach that or just end as high as possible because it's so tight.
These 3 points, because you've beaten a team that's kind of in that mini league right around you, just keep that dream of Europe alive?
Yeah, but I think we still need to manage a bit better than what we did because
more nerve-wracking than it needed to be.
Yeah, when they went 10, I think we dropped a bit, and we need to stay focused no matter what.
A player down and 2 goals down. It was looking difficult. You gave it a really good go there. Did you think that maybe 3-3 was coming?
I think we were close. We showed a great reaction after the red card and after we conceded the 3rd goal. So I was pleased with that. But in the end, we weren't. We didn't get the credits for the character and for the personality we showed in the end.
Just that 15 minutes really at the start of the second half where it all went wrong when you just got there right on half time.
Yeah, I think that was the key moment in the game. So we did too many easy mistakes in these moments. We weren't alive. We didn't stick together in this situation, and that's what we have to do better.
Everybody knows you've got a huge injury list at the moment. Is there anything good news coming from those who might be coming back soon, Veltman and the rest? There's a lot out for you in this running.
I hope that they will be back soon. So we have to stay positive. We won't complain about the injury list we have. We know that there are several injuries. And I will never complain about that because we have to find solutions, and that's why I'm here.
And if you do find solutions, Europe is still a possibility, right? This could go to 8th to 9th, who knows? It's so tight in there in the table, isn't it?
That's why we have to stay positive. We have to analyze it, be honest to each other, and then stick together. I think finger pointing is not the right solution. It's about being honest to each other and sticking together, and that's what we do.
Danny, obviously very scary ending there with Jan-Paul van Hekke. Can you give us any kind of update on how he's doing?
Well, he's conscious, a bit groggy, and we're sending him our well wishes, hoping everything's okay. Speedy recovery. He's a warrior, JP, and I'm pretty sure he'll be fighting through this, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. I don't know. I've not been updated. I don't know everything, the ins and outs, but hopefully he's okay.
So at 1-1 at half-time, you scored the goal that managed to level it up. Things changed very quickly in the second half. Do you think those 2 early goals and then the red card has kind of made it an uphill battle today?
Yeah, I think we put our foot in it. Obviously, we didn't start the second half good enough. We got punished, and in the Premier League, you can't do that. We can't perform the way we did at the start of the second half, and wasn't good enough. We got punished and they went ahead, and once they go ahead, obviously they've got a bit of momentum. They get another goal and puts us in a really difficult position to end the game.
Yeah, you did make it very nervy, and the team did certainly at the end with that goal that made it 3-2. Did you think there was a little bit more in it? And there was also a penalty call. How did you see that at the end?
Yeah, from the bench it looked like it was a penalty. It's difficult obviously to see from that far away. But I think we made our bed and we had to lie in it today. Wasn't good enough, and it's been like that. There's been so many of these performances throughout the season, and it's not been good enough. We know as a team we can be better. We need to play much more collectively as a team, fight for each other more as a team, and it was evident today that we wasn't doing that. We had some good spells, but ultimately at the end of the day it's not good enough, and we need to improve massively to produce in the Premier League.
I think it's frustrating. Obviously we came in at 1-1, maybe a bit fortunate, and then we think maybe we can push on and go and win the game obviously, but nothing seems to be working for us at the moment. So we just got to stick together, and there's still 5 games to go, and if we go on a run like we did 3 or 4 games ago, we win all those games, who knows where we can end up. So that's all we can do is train hard, work hard, and then go into these next 5 games and hopefully get on a run again.
Any thoughts why you are just in this difficult moment right now?
I'm not sure. We're trying everything we can, and it's not for a lack of effort, and just it's one of those things. yeah, we'll have to again look at the footage and look at the game and see why these things keep happening. Cheap goals maybe is a thing, and that's everyone. That's not just the defenders, that's the attackers and set pieces. Again, it seems to be the same story every week, really. So yeah, we need to try and stamp that.
Brighton defender Jan-Paul van Hekke a speedy recovery. It's a nasty-looking clash of heads at the end of that game, which needed lengthy treatment, but hopefully it's not too serious. But Brentford, however, after a good win, move a step closer to a top-half finish, and it's mainly down to their deadly duo, right? Bryan and Mbeumo, Joao Visser, not only assisting each other, but scoring goals.
They're having an unbelievable season. They really are. 18 goals and 16 goals. Tells you everything you need to know about them. They're deadly. They work so well together. They're scoring their chances. You play a high line, you run the risk because of the pace that both of them have got. And Brighton played that high line and they were punished with that. That's a great ball through.
Yeah, Lewis Potter.
It's a fabulous first touch and an even better finish with the goalkeeper. He's got absolutely no chance. And when you know when you're up against those two, that you have to be at your very, very best. And when you're showing him that side, when he's on that left foot, then you know he can whip it in there. All right, he gets a little bit of a deflection, but it's exactly what he's trying to do. He's just trying to guide it in there. And it wasn't going to be the complete day without his mate having a bit of a say in the game as well. So they brought him into the game as well, and he puts it there for him. Another slight deflection, but it's the understanding, it's the working of together, you know. Again, they run in behind because of the pace, and he puts it into his path. Yep, a deflection, but they won't care. 18 and 16, what a season they're having.
Yeah, add those together, you make 34, and that's not bad, is it, for two for a side like Brentford?
Incredible.
Considering that, you know, they brought in a club record signing,
Yep.
Thiago, at the start of the season, who then got injured long term. As Ivan Toney's replacement, but these two have just stepped into the breach effortlessly.
I think you said it, they hit the nail on the head. Ivan Toney replacement. They thought that they were going to drop off in goals, but actually the opposite effect. Them two have stepped up to the plate and been absolutely unbelievable. Sorry.
Yeah.
The goal celebration is not bad either. I thought they'd maybe do a Shearer goal celebration, keep it simple, one and up. But there's a few dance moves on the go. I think maybe Al could have learned from some dance moves at the end. But yeah, they're both on fire at the minute.
Now, Joao Pedro received his marching orders in this game. I just wonder if there was a carryover from the reverse fixture. So have a look at what happened here. In the most recent game, just hours ago, there was a clash here. And you can see on Nathan Collins why he's been given his marching orders.
Yeah, there's no doubt there's frustration there. They're on a tough afternoon, really struggling, getting no service. And the defender's marking really tight, and he didn't like it, and he kicked out, and he deservedly got the red card. You can't do that, you really can't.
And I mentioned the carryover because when they met each other earlier in the season, down at the Amex, he was involved in this incident, which some may argue should have warranted a red card, but it didn't at the time. But there's clearly something about Brentford that gets under his skin. Well,
there was no doubt he got really, really lucky there, because that is as clear red a card as you're going to see for me. Yeah. So how he got a yellow, I do not know, but he got the red today, but he should have been shown the red in that game as well. Yeah. Brighton without winning 6. European hopes are fading.
Yeah, fading fast. I don't disagree with the manager as well. Said we controlled the first half and stuff. I found that quite amusing because we've seen Brentford a couple of breakaway chances as well, and they could have scored more. So yeah, he's got a few problems on his hands at the minute.
Yeah.